Hello everybody, this is Mr. Regner, and today I'm making a video to help explain our Codex Project. So just to kind of rewind for a little bit here, we've been reading in our readers Unit 2 all about early American civilizations, including the Maya, the Aztec, and the Inca. As we've been reading, we've also been tracking and keeping some notes, paraphrasing details from those chapters about the Maya, the Aztec, and the Inca on one of our selected topics. We had 3 options for selected topics that you've already selected. We had architecture, farming practices, and social classes. Now that should sound familiar to you and you should know what you've picked already. Since we've taken those notes, the next step in our Codex project should be a little bit easier, and that is to take the notes and turn it into paragraphs. All right, so this is actually our slides presentation where we're going to be publishing our paragraphs. Let me take you through it just so we're all on the same page and we know what's going on. So first up, this is our title slide. You can kind of see here it says type your name here, so that's where you would literally click on that, replace that with your name. Slide number 2, it says Maya, type your paragraph here. Once again, you could click on that and type your paragraph about the Maya. Slide 3 is the Aztecs, slide 4 is the Incas, and slide 5 I'm going to spend a little more time on. This is actually the rubric that we can take a look at. Now, probably easiest to look at it in your own slides instead of on this video because I'm literally taking a picture of the slide and that may not be easy to see. I do want to point out though that you can click on this little yellow box and you can move it to whatever you've selected. So if you picked social classes, you can highlight it there. If you picked farming methods, if you picked architecture, you get the idea. Now there is some important details that I want to make sure that you know, and that is how are you going to be scored on this, right? So we want to write a paragraph that's going to be complete. So for all 3, the Maya, the Aztec, and the Inca, all 3 paragraphs, we have to make sure that we're including an introduction sentence, at least 3 body sentences, and then 1 conclusion sentence. That's a total of 5 sentences for each paragraph. Now you could include more than 5 and that's okay, but at least 5 sentences. So introduction, that's where you introduce whatever your topic is and whether it's the Maya, the Aztec, or the Inca. The body paragraphs, body sentences, I think are gonna be easier because you've already pulled that information out of the chapters by paraphrasing it in your Codex Project packet in the notes that we've been taking. All right, so if I'm picking farming practices as an example, I'd introduce that. Maybe I'd say the Maya had some really interesting farming practices. Introduction. Then I could talk about the farming practices used by the Maya by pulling out the information from the chapter that I've read. So as long as I have 3 sentences, 3 paraphrased facts from the story, then I'm ready for my conclusion. I can wrap it up with a sentence to conclude that paragraph. Same thing for the Aztec, same thing for the Inca, right? Other things to keep in mind, and it's listed here at the bottom as well. We want to make sure spelling, capitalization, punctuation are all correct. We want to make sure that we're using correct grammar. We want to make sure we're indenting our paragraphs. And again, we'll be able to type it right on here. A couple of really quick things here. If this is not enough space for your paragraph, just make the font size smaller. All right. If you want to be a little bit creative and change your font, you can. Just make sure it's something that I can actually read, because if I can't read it, it's gonna be hard for me to tell what it is. All right, that's all I've got for you on the Codex Project. If you have questions, contact me during AA, talk to me during class, email me after class. I'm always available to help. Good luck.